SUV-sized radio flyer red wagon up for auction.
Indiana judge rules that tacos are Mexican-style sandwiches.
Mysterious laser in San Francisco sky has been identified.
And David Rush, oops, he did it again. All this and more coming up on The Talking Goose. I want to be the chief turd chaser guy.
That was his former title before it got politically correct.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The head of sewer blockages.
I wonder if he keeps fiber on hand for the sewer.
Right? I guess if you're the head of sewer blockages, it's got to be pretty entertaining, because otherwise you're just swimming up.
Yeah, going up Ship Creek.
Yeah, there you go.
Without a paddle.
But obviously with a Ken doll.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 11 of The Talking Goose. I hope you all like the new studio. What do you think, co-host?
Love the new backdrop.
It's the Rocket Courier Studios, but it's a new Rocket Courier Studios. So,
we moved into a different room.
Yeah. So, you ever wonder about that alligator that the Air Force scared off last episode? Remember, the Air Force had the alligator that was trapped not trapped, but was taking up residence.
Yeah, looks like he.
I think we figured out where he went.
Yeah, we think he wanted some coffee.
So yeah, go on with this.
You're more of a coffee guy. What's his specialty?
Of course, I'm more of a coffee guy. I just drink black.
Oh, but I mean, what specialty coffee could he have gotten? Mocha, choca, latte,
half calf, double decaf, non-calf.
Sure, what he said.
Yeah.
Firefighters in Florida were called to a Starbucks cafe to eject an unruly customer from the drive-thru, an alligator. Northport Fire Rescue said on social media that it was just another day on the job when crews were called to the local Starbucks. The Post said firefighters had quite the surprise when they discovered the cause of the commotion was a coffee-craving crocodilian. Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah, yeah.
At the drive-thru. After coordinating with our friends at the Northport Police Department, we safely relocated our scaly friend to a nearby pond near an airport. Just kidding. Fire rescue officials wrote, "Who knew our mornings could get so wild? Remember, folks, even on your morning coffee run, always expect the unexpected. Stay safe out there."
I've never run into anything weird at a Starbucks drive-thru, but after that alligator went and I think I know the real reason they pulled him out of the drive-thru.
Okay.
All right, you ready for this?
Sure.
Okay. So the real reason I think they pulled him out of the drive-thru is because he didn't have any money to pay for it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I think he was...
And he left his gift cards in his alligator bag.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he was found next at a drive-thru at a bank.
Yeah, this alligator gets around. So... Probably out of Florida again, huh? Yep. An unusual transaction was caught on camera at a Florida credit union when an alligator wandered into the drive-through lanes. He must like drive-throughs.
Yeah, something. Well, I mean, I don't want to get out of my
airplanes.
I don't want to get out of my car to go get coffee or.
Addition Financial in Lake Mary shared a photo to social media showing the gator parked by the teller window at the credit union, and. Is that the picture?
No, this is the picture of him in the Starbucks. I forgot to pull it up. Let's here, everybody go see the alligator in Starbucks right there. That was him hanging out waiting. Back to the story. Come on.
From the UP, there it says video of the encounter features commentary from a teller. Man, welcome to Florida, where you can go to work and casually see alligators just chilling at your job. The teller says. Addition Financial said in a statement to a local TV station that the gator was turned away from the financial institution because it didn't have an account with them.
Well, then he's not going to get his coffee.
right?
I mean, if he didn't have an account,
Left his
I
bank
mean,
card and his alligator bag too.
yeah, I mean, and his ID and everything else that you would use to get a cup of Joe. I mean, you know, but
And some cash for it.
yeah, I don't know, but I wonder what an alligator would order.
Green tea.
Here, where is it? There it is. I mean,
All right, next we have from alligators to iguanas. A 5-foot iguana was found wandering loose in North Carolina. Animal control officers in a North Carolina city said they were shocked to round up a 5-foot iguana, the second such creature found in the city so far this year.
I wonder if all these reptiles showing up is because of the Godzilla movie that came out.
Could be. The Raleigh Police Department said animal control
There's a
officers...
picture of the iguana and the officer for everybody. That's a big iguana.
Yeah?
I mean, that thing is huge.
Yeah, I haven't seen too many iguanas in person, but I always think Gila monster.
Well, so a number of years ago, I went to Costa Rica, and I had coffee one morning with the iguanas. I went out, walked out, sat on the beach, and the iguanas were out wandering around, just wandering around. They wandered around the resort.
I've heard of walking with the dinosaurs, but not walking with the iguanas.
It's pretty close to walking with the dinosaurs.
That's
okay?
true, just smaller.
Anyways, go on.
All right. Iguanas are native to Central America, South America, and some Caribbean islands, and they established a breeding population in the wild in Florida, next to the gators, after being brought over from Cuba in the 1960s, but they do not have a wild population in North Carolina. The weather may be warm and humid, but this is not Florida. The police said the iguana must have gotten confused. Nothing wrong, or nothing.
The iguana got confused. You know,
Confused iguana.
it was on holiday.
Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly what it was doing. It was taking a holiday.
We are seeking the public's support in reporting any additional sightings within the city of iguanas. Animal Control Lieutenant Jason Barreño said the iguana was likely a pet that escaped from a traveling vehicle. Where we located, we believe whoever
It's like the dog from. It's like the dog from Vacation.
Yeah.
National Lampoon's Vacation.
yeah, they accidentally leave it tied to the thing.
To the bumper.
They don't believe in animal control there in North Carolina. It does not believe that there are just iguanas running around or escaped from a particular business. So it's a good thing no iguanas on the loose.
Yeah. But watch out.
They caught the only one.
It's like the monitor lizard. That thing is huge. I want to have a monitor lizard show up, and that's going to actually go on to one of our world records when we get to that later this episode, about reptiles. So we'll tease you with that now. I like tacos.
Okay.
You like tacos, meat and cheese only, I know, but
I like lettuce.
you like the lettuce on your taco?
Yeah,
Wow. Wow.
And I even like taco sauce now.
You're broadening your horizons.
Yeah. I used to be very plain on plain. I still am, but
But you got to put barbecue sauce on your plane. He has to have barbecue sauce on everything, folks.
barbecue sauce.
So, anyways, go on with this interesting story about this taco shop. This
An
is actually
Indiana judge resolved a legal dispute. Well, a legal dispute over tacos. Must have been a woman that started the argument. Surrounding a Fort Wayne strip mall by ruling that tacos and burritos are Mexican-style sandwiches.
there's the name of the shop there. If you guys are ever in Indiana, it's the famous taco.
Martin Quintana, the developer behind the new Quintana Plaza strip mall on Jefferson Boulevard in Fort Wayne, entered into a written agreement with the Covington Creek Condominium Association that was intended to keep fast food restaurants from opening in the block of stores. The agreement allowed for the opening of made-to-order sandwich restaurants, with Subway and Jimmy John's listed as examples, but barred traditional fast food restaurants such as McDonald's, Arby's, and Wendy's, and, obviously Taco Bell. The agreement also
That's
prohibited
famous tacos, not Taco Bell.
But I mean, it prohibited traditional fast food
well,
restaurants, so Taco Bell would be one. I mean, shoot, you go to downtown Chicago and there's a Taco Bell there, right next to Wrigley. The agreement also prohibited any allowed restaurants from offering outdoor seating, drive-through service, or alcoholic beverages, because you know how wild they get in Fort Wayne. Quintana struck a deal in 2022 to open a location of locally owned eatery, the Famous Taco, in the strip mall, and the Condo Association approved an amendment to allow the restaurant, but the Allen County Plan Commission rejected it, citing the earlier written agreement about fast food restaurants, I guess. The dispute was brought before the Allen Superior Court Judge Craig J. Babe, who ruled that the opening of the Mexican restaurant would not require original agreement to be amended at all. He wrote the proposed Famous Taco restaurant would serve made-to-order tacos, burritos, and other Mexican-style food. It would not have outdoor seating, drive-through service, or serve alcohol. The court agrees with Quintana.
How can you have a taco without a
Corona?
Corona, yeah. Or Dos Equis or something.
Yeah. St. Pauli girl? Wait, no, that's...
St. Pauli girl. The wrong side of the ocean.
Hold on, where's the...
Yeah, it's...
Where's the buzzer?
Yeah, you know what? There we go.
There, okay. Bobet said the original agreement also would apply to made-to-order restaurants.
Do I need to look into soundboards for the visually impaired?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, go on.
And then sound effects for the hearing impaired.
Yeah.
The agreement applied also to restaurants offering Greek gyros, Indian naan wraps, or Vietnamese banh mi.
I couldn't pronounce it when I
Sure.
was looking at it.
The Famous Taco has equipment and signage in place at the strip mall, but it was not yet clear when the eatery would open.
So I've always thought. I mean, it's good to know that it now is on the books that a taco is an actual. It's a Mexican sandwich, but I believe, and I have believed my whole life, that a taco is a beef love letter wrapped in a corn envelope.
Or a flour one.
I mean, it is. It's a beef love letter. I mean, I think that was one of my love languages was tacos. I mean, but we've reported folks on a number. Reoccurring themes on our show, and reoccurring news stories on our show are things like
Animals.
Animals, of course. Well, animals, yeah, but. Alligators, as we've now started getting warmer weather, we're seeing the alligators come out a lot more, and raccoons. We have always reported on raccoons.
Oh yeah, raccoons
and
are some of our favorites.
They are. I like the way they always have their tongues sticking out.
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to do a raccoon impression.
Look like,
let's do our raccoon impression.
They look like the little Chihuahua
masked bandits
thing that we have at the house, but
go on with what's going on with raccoons
unofficially, now. I want to say Raquino, the raccoon. I'm guessing Raquino is Spanish for raccoon.
Maybe.
Spent 161 seconds on the field tonight, which was the most by a raccoon in history. That is at a Major League Soccer game in Philadelphia Union and the New York City FC, whatever that is, was interrupted when a raccoon ran out onto the field and evaded capture for 161 seconds. They made it sound like he was a mascot, but maybe not. The raccoon made its appearance Wednesday night at Subaru Park in Chester, Pennsylvania, leading players to watch from the sidelines while stadium workers chased the animal with trash cans. This is marvelous entertainment, the play-by-play announcer Callum Williams said during the chase. The pitch invader, dubbed Raquino the Raccoon by MLS on social media, earned cheers from the crowd as it evaded capture. At least he wasn't a streaker.
Mapache.
That's raccoon in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
Mapache.
Thank you for Google Translate, folks.
I like Raquino better. At least he wasn't a streaker, huh?
You get those on soccer games a lot.
At what point are we just rooting for him? The announcer said. Workers were eventually able to capture the raccoon between two trash cans, carry it off the field, and officials said he set a new record for the sport. Rakino the raccoon spent 161 seconds on the field tonight, which was the most by a raccoon in MLS history. Boy, where's the adjudicators to make sure?
Yeah, I know they really need to get out there for
Right?
that one. They should have. I mean,
Lastly, the representative said, "Rest assured, our new friend was released unharmed."
well, good. He can now go off and steal DoorDash
Right?
or go to McDonald's, one of the two.
Yeah.
You know.
Whatever he's hungry for.
Or maybe he was looking for a Cadbury egg.
Maybe he wanted a taco sandwich.
Ooh, that's a good point. That's a good point. You know, Austin Powers comes to mind on this next story. Laser.
Yeah.
Laser.
Mysterious laser in San Francisco sky has been identified. I'm sure it's nothing fun like an alien or,
Yeah, it probably was actually like, I don't know if you remember a few years back, there was a big thing going around that here in the valley, there were actually people using those pointer lasers and pointing them at airplanes.
Yeah.
And
They made it illegal to do
yeah,
that.
exactly. Yeah. So maybe it's something like that.
So this was a blue and green beam of light that was spotted pointing up into the sky near something called the Coit Tower on Monday and Tuesday nights.
It's in San Francisco, the Coit Tower.
I have not been to San Francisco. I've been nearby, but I haven't actually been to it. The laser sparked numerous posts from concerned residents.
I make it a point. I'm going to interrupt you. Keep interrupting you through this. I make it a point not to go to. I've been to San Francisco, but paper straws.
Trolley cars.
The trolley's fun.
Trolley would be fun.
I've ridden. Did I ever show you the picture of me on the trolley? I took the standard tourist picture hanging off the trolley. It was fun. It was actually really fun.
I think that would be.
It was very neat. Went over to Ghirardelli Square and ate some chocolate from Ghirardelli, which
As long as you're not running into the chocolate that's on the streets.
Yeah,
these days.
exactly.
So, Barrett Lyon, the chief executive officer of appropriately
There's a picture
named
of the
Mega
laser.
Lasers. Oh, okay. You can kind of see it. It looks a little dark from here, but I can see the little blue line shooting up. Chief Technology Officer for data security firm Tarsal revealed the 400-watt laser was being tested out in the Coit Tower parking lot before becoming part of a display at an upcoming tech conference. So it was a test laser.
So they were trying to beat what is it, the Luxor?
Oh, right, for the yeah.
That Luxor light, as I've read somewhere, can be seen from space.
I believe it. I've seen it up close.
I've seen it up close too. But
did you ever stay in the Luxor?
Yeah,
I stayed there once.
I stayed there once
the
also.
Window on the side.
Yeah,
of the
whole
pyramid
side of
room.
the building
it's
was
really cool. And the way that you look over the edge of the
pyramid.
Well, no, you're like on the fifth floor or whatever.
Yeah.
You're looking over the edge down into the casino and everything. Yeah. It's kind of disorienting.
It's weird.
Yeah. But he said the company received clearance from city officials and the Federal Aviation Administration before activating it. He said the laser is dubbed the Architect, and it's visible from up to 12 miles away. It's a fun art project, but it's also kind of a fun celebration for our security company. We had people from all over the city come here and ask about it. Yeah.
The laser.
Laser, take me to your leader. This was my favorite story, I think.
This and this next one, it takes the combination of childhood imagination along with ingenuity, I guess, and a lot of time on your hands.
Yeah. Well, and it does take something that doesn't seem like it should be, and it turns it into something that probably gets a lot of attention.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it would. I know I would.
It's almost like seeing the Wienermobile when you're out driving around.
Or it's like seeing there is a giant. It was made. It's a giant drag racing looking grocery cart.
Oh, I've seen some people with other cars. I've taken pictures over the years when I've been
Yeah.
out on the road. Just strange vehicles that
Yeah,
people
it's like
customize.
it's like a giant grocery cart, and it's actually really neat.
My personal favorite is the Naked Cowboy Oyster van that I drive around sometimes.
Oh yeah, oh, yeah. I mean, you
That
got
thing gets a lot of attention. Let's just say.
well, yeah, absolutely. Anyways, going to this story, we got a picture here coming up.
SUV-sized Radio Flyer Red Wagon is up for auction. It's got a top speed
There
of
it
60
is.
miles an hour, and it's got about 57,000 miles on the odometer. Judy Foster said she decided to sell the unique vehicle after the death of her husband, Fred Keller, who used the chassis of a 1976 Mazda pickup truck.
That's
to
about the only
create
good thing a '76 Mazda pickup truck is good for these days.
Right? Could have used a Datsun, but Fred Keller used the chassis of the '76 Mazda pickup truck
Could have
to
used a
create the
could have used a
Flyer.
Plymouth Cricket.
I don't think I've ever seen a Plymouth
No,
Cricket.
that's
Maybe I
why. That's why.
have. Okay, hold on.
Everybody, the Crickets decided to show up to work today.
Yay!
Yeah, right here. Right here.
She says, I'll miss it, and I'll miss the fun of driving it. It's just so much fun to take somebody for a ride and seeing people's reaction to you. The wagon car is now being auctioned online by Alaska Premier Auctions and Appraisals as part of its Mother's Day Classic Car Auction. Bidding is open through Sunday, so I'm guessing this was before Mother's Day.
I don't know. Go ahead and keep looking. I'm going to look up to see what it went for in auction.
All right. The listing states the vehicle is fully road legal. This one-of-a-kind vehicle turns more heads than anything we've ever seen. Again, Naked Cowboy Oyster Van turned a lot of heads. I got a lot of attention when I drove that, but it's an interesting vehicle, but it definitely doesn't look like a child's wagon. So, invoking childhood memories that nearly everyone can relate to, this rig is a good old-fashioned fun, and the smiles follow. So, what did it go for at auction?
I don't know. Keep looking. We'll keep.
We'll update you with
We'll
that,
update
folks.
you as we find it here because it did not. It did not pop up.
Lastly, we're going to talk about a dump truck whose raised trailer hits an overpass bridge in Virginia. Boy, the ships hitting bridges and the dump trucks hitting. What's going on?
Yeah.
Testing the infrastructure.
Oh, let's see here. We might actually have. Yeah.
You found it?
Yeah. We got something here. We got something here on this one. Let's see here. There's a picture of it. Let's see if it says what what it went for. Nope. Well, yeah. No, we're gonna have to. We'll get back to. Oh, here. Currently, when this article came out on the 10th, the bidding was at $8,200 for it. So.
Wonder if like it's a wagon. I wonder if that would be a good courier vehicle.
It might be. Might be.
That's always the first thing on my mind when I'm buying a vehicle. But so dump truck.
I want something comfortable to haul my big ass around in.
Yeah. A dump truck with its trailer upright was caught on camera colliding with a Virginia highway overpass.
Okay, everybody, let's go ahead and go over to the video here. I'll go ahead and get played. We'll get playing on it. So here it comes. All right, that was actually pretty cool. I'm not cool. I should say it was just it was cool. I mean,
Interesting.
It was interesting though.
A guy
Anyways,
named
go on.
Amir Jaffrey has a Tesla dashboard camera that recorded that video when he was behind the truck on Interstate 66 as it approached the Route 286 Fairfax County Parkway overpass. It shows the truck's raised trailer collide with the overpass bridge and break free from the truck, flipping onto the roadway. I've seen some scary stuff out there. But
That would have been creepy to be behind.
Yeah. But luckily, no injuries were reported from the incident and no other vehicles were damaged. It was unclear why the dump truck's trailer was raised or whether its driver was aware of it before the condition.
Now, I got to ask you, how would you not know that your trailer was raised?
Don't drink and dump.
Drinking. Oh my God! How would you not know? I mean, seriously. I mean,
I don't know. I've never driven a dump truck, so there's got to be some kind of a switch that tells you what. Well, in a newer one, especially, it's probably got some kind of
sensor or something that
tells
says,
you it's not all the way down. If it was an older one, I could see.
Well, if you look from the video, it was one of those ones where it's actually hooked onto the semi.
Right.
So, I don't know. But once again, how would you realize, you're driving along, you look back and go, hey, that doesn't look right.
Well, it's something happened here probably close to 20 years ago. It's when I used to deliver U-Haul hitches.
Uh-huh.
One of the managers that I knew, not just vaguely, but drove a U-Haul that he was driving, I think, back to the store or something, down into a canal, and he ended up decapitating himself or something. He ran it into where there was a bridge above it, and I don't know what the heck he was doing.
We try not to have stories like that on this show.
Yeah. Ooh, sorry for the gruesome folks.
Yeah.
But that's what this reminds me of. I mean, just how do vehicles? Yeah, you're like, huh? How did that happen? Yeah, what he said.
Anyways, everybody, with that, let's move on to our every episode find that we do every 2 weeks. Let's go on to our Strange World Records. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and get on with some Strange World Records. Co-host, I've done a lot of things in my career and everything, but I've always said I don't do windows.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Absolutely.
I'm a master of one. I'm a good.
You're a masturbator.
No, that was the mechanics that used to work on my.
Oh yeah, that's right. Anyway, so speaking of doing windows, let's go ahead and go on with this world record we got here.
We've got a speedy window cleaner that breaks the world record at a competition. A British woman followed in her father's footsteps and broke a Guinness World Record by cleaning 3 office windows in 16.13 seconds.
Now, looking at the picture here, let's get it up. Looking at the picture here, I've never worked in an office that had those type of windows.
Must be a British thing.
It might be because, usually it was an office that was, the windows pointed out somewhere. That one's,
Alicia Burrows, 33, cleaned the 3 45-inch by 45-inch windows while competing in the Manchester Cleaning Show. That's got to be a fun one.
The Manchester Cleaning Show. Is that like the RV and Home Show? Or
something like
or
that. Or
the
Tattoo Expo.
The Tattoo Expo, yeah.
She ended up besting the record for fastest window cleaner female by 0.15 seconds. Burrows doesn't work as a window cleaner, but the skill is in her blood. Her father, Terry Turbo Burrows, is a professional cleaner who holds the male version of the record.
Terry Turbo, that's about.
Yeah, wrestler.
No, that's about as good as calling you Rocket. Rich Rocket.
He's a professional cleaner who holds the male version of the record at 9.14 seconds. Although I've never been in the window cleaning trade, my childhood was very much involved with it, she tells Guinness World Records. I sometimes go to London with my dad and watch him working. I'd attend the window cleaning shows, which were hosted by the Federation of Window Cleaners. Wow, how fast can she make a sandwich? All right.
We've also covered the last couple episodes. We had the oldest living man.
Mm-hmm.
What was he? 100?
I don't remember.
117 or 100? No, I don't know. He was old.
Yeah.
He was really old.
But he seemed to have lived in moderation.
Yeah, and I don't think he jumped out of any airplanes.
No, this guy's 106 years old. Texas man reclaimed his own Guinness World Record title by going skydiving at the age of 106 years and 327 days old. If I live to be that long, Skydiving is not what I will be doing.
No, no, no. Yeah,
Alfred-
let's go to the video here really quick.
Okay.
And watch this. It's sort of cute. The old guy coming out of the plane and everything. So here we go.
What do you think, Al? We just broke the world record.
I lost my breath.
You lost your
I
breath.
can't hardly talk.
You're looking good, buddy. Hey,
Here we go.
here we go.
All the way.
All right, yeah, that was cute. He looked like he was having a lot of fun.
I'm out of breath. I'm out of breath.
Anyways, go on.
I would be too, and I'm not even close to 106. Alfred Al Blaschke originally earned the title of the oldest person to tandem skydive when he jumped out of a plane at the age of 103 back in 2020. Pandemic skydiver. But his record was broken by a Swedish woman named Rut Linnea Ingegard Larsson. Say that.
You know, I was this episode I was hoping that you would not have a lot of hard names. But you've got a few here this time.
Yeah. Ingegard.
And once again, folks, this is why he reads the stories and not me, because then he can butcher the names.
I know how to alliterate.
Yeah, because you're a broadcast professional.
Exactly. Rut Linnea Ingegard Larsson, who was 103 years and 259 days old when she went skydiving. He broke his record, but he took it back. He recaptured his title by going skydiving at the age of 106 years, 327 days old. He was joined by Texas Governor Greg Abbott, who appears in the video too.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, I didn't. I saw part of the video. If you think you can't, you're just underestimating yourself. Everyone is more capable than they think. They just need to make the decision to try, he told Guinness World Records.
You know what that reminds me of is, I don't remember how old he was, but you remember when Bush 41 skydived?
Oh, yeah. He was probably in his 90s.
I don't remember how old he was, but he was the oldest, well, not oldest president ever, only president to skydive, I guess.
Did the adjudicators figure that one out?
Yeah, I know. Where are the adjudicators? I spent, God, forever, 35 years of my life in the grocery business.
My dad was a produce manager for probably just that long, or maybe a little bit longer.
I've done it all except windows in the grocery business. I have made sandwiches, though.
How fast?
I don't know. But I made sandwiches. And I don't think I ever saw the customers come back again because of the fact they think I might have done something to them.
Oh, that reminds me of a quick Rich Younger senior story.
Oh, God, folks. Here we go with another... Here we go with another Rich Younger senior story.
So my dad was working at a store called Jewel in
over
the Chicago
in
area.
Chicagoland. Yeah, they're still in business.
Yeah.
I think they're owned by Albertsons now.
Yeah, they became Jewel Osco, and Albertsons took over Osco.
Yeah,
and blah, blah, blah.
and soon they'll be Kroger will own them. So
Yeah,
anyways.
Kroger will be the monopoly of everything.
No, I mean
The Borg.
No, you got to look at it this way. No, that's Walmart. Walmart's like the evil empire. I guess Kroger could be the Borg because they're assimilating all of these different companies to their
exactly.
name. I mean, anyway, so go on.
So my dad's working at Jewel I'm guessing it's probably the 70s,
Okay.
maybe even the 60s, and they find a dead cat in the parking lot.
Oh, good Lord.
And so
What is with you and the gruesome stories today?
it's just a dead cat.
A decapitated guy and a dead cat? What the hell?
We didn't show pictures.
God. Anyways,
So
go on.
my dad they elected my dad, I guess, to go out and get the dead cat. My dad was, I don't know, he would do anything. He just had no
fear.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seemed like it. So he went and got the cat. He's carrying it back to the store, and some little kid runs up to him, and says, "What you gonna do with the dead cat, mister?" And he goes, "Go take it to the deli. They're gonna stick it in the ham salad." and I guess they didn't sell much ham salad for the next week or two. Anyway, okay.
So
guacamole.
Yeah, I've been in the grocery. I built some huge displays over the year. There was a picture of me and another good friend of mine. We were co-managing together, and Quaker, who owns Gatorade, at least the 32-ounce Gatorade, they manufacture the 32-ounce Gatorade. We built this huge display in the lobby of Gatorade. Huge. I mean, it was big. And so the rep wound up taking a picture of me and my friend in front of the display after we got done building it.
Was it like for the Super Bowl or something?
No, it was just because Gatorade is on sale and they sent us out like, I
More than you
think
can sell in like
10, 15 pallets of pre-built Gatorade pallets, display pallets. And we turned it into a big display in the front. And so the guy carried these pictures with him for years afterwards, always showing off. But I've never done anything like this because the first thing that comes to my mind with this is the word shrink.
Shrink. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so go on with the story.
A grocery store in Texas broke a Guinness World Record by gathering more than 311,000 avocados into a single display. The El Rio Grande Latin Market in Dallas celebrated the Cinco de Mayo by amassing 86,764 pounds of avocados into the world's largest fruit display.
Okay, so let's go ahead and they said fruit display?
Yeah, we can't tell any jokes like that anymore.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, it's avocado is a fruit. Did you know that?
I guess I never gave it that much thought.
Oh, okay.
Technically, so's a tomato, but
True, yeah. Well, anyways, let's go to the video of this really quick here. Okay, there we go. The
display was examined by a Guinness World Record adjudicator, one of our favorite people.
I wonder if he had chips and dip after that.
Right?
Some guac dip or something.
Jessica would have loved that. And confirmed to be the largest in the world. The display was set up Friday, kept in place over the weekend so Cinco de Mayo revelers could visit the record-breaking avocado collection and pose for photos. If they kept it up too long, it probably didn't smell too good. But.
Yeah, my question is did they send it back to the warehouse and the distribution center so it could get sent over? So here's my thought. Jim, if you're watching this show, if you're watching this episode, I don't want to walk into the store ever and see you do this. I don't think Robert would be too happy with it, okay? I'm just saying.
Keep the avocados to a minimum.
Keep the avocados to a minimum.
All right. We got the world's longest baguette.
Hey, you know what?
More food stories.
You know what?
What?
I think I'm going to whip it out so they can measure my baguette.
Anyway.
Hold on. Okay. So I wonder if the adjudicator would be okay with that.
Hope she's cute.
I do too, but
A team of 18 bakers came together in France to cook a baguette measuring a record-breaking 460
they were in France, so they probably would have been.
Yeah. 18 bakers in France. Is that like a French dozen? Anyway.
Yeah, not a baker's dozen. It could be a French dozen. Yeah. Wrong.
The bakers, members of the French... we got another good union here. The French Confederation of Bakers and Pastry Chefs gathered at the Chersnes, that's probably a French word, baguette show in Chersnes, west of Paris, to bake the bread loaf, which measured about 235 times longer than the average French baguette.
Here's a picture of the baguette. That is a long baguette. That's a
How
lot
do they cook that though? I mean,
with like a pizza oven is what I'm thinking. I mean, you know,
they just roll it through.
yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Because I mean, how else would you?
I don't know. But anyway, yeah, unless you know,
Unless you had some unless you had some world record for the longest oven.
that's true.
I mean,
or they stuck it out on the road in Arizona.
well, we did hit 100 this week.
Yeah. The resulting baguette took the Guinness World Record for longest baguette from a 435-foot 1-inch loaf of French bread baked in Italy, Italian French bread, in 2019.
Well, of course.
The baguette was examined by...
Don't you have French bread with your spaghetti?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, there you have it.
The baguette was examined by one of our favorite people again, the adjudicator. Confirmed as the new record holder before
I would actually do this for the adjudicator.
before being covered with Nutella spread and served to the attendees at the show.
Oh, Nutella! Wow, that stuff is sweet.
I don't think I've ever tried that.
It is. Wow.
So, yeah, that.
Wow.
Yeah.
But so all these stories we hear always about everybody breaking world records, and
We've got our.
we actually have our first
story.
failure of a record, and this one, I gotta actually give it to the adjudicators. Here we go. Let's give it to the adjudicators.
Unfortunately, the Canadian city gets a.
Yeah, they do. They do, definitely. So let's go on with this one.
A Canadian city's attempt to break the Guinness World Record for largest gathering of people dressed as dinosaurs.
So it's a reoccurring theme in Canada. We had the most people dressed as the sun on the eclipse.
Okay.
And it was on the Canadian side of Niagara Falls.
Okay, was this like Dinosaur Day? It was disqualified due to the unexpectedly high turnout. So
there's all the dinosaurs people. Look at that. I mean,
there's no dinosaur roaring. So crickets.
I know the crickets are coming out again because they're substituting.
Right.
They substituted for the bees last week.
Right. Okay. Travel Drumheller, the tourism organization for the town of Drumheller, Alberta, said in a Facebook post that the April 27th record attempt in the city's downtown attracted more than 3,000 people in dino dress, but officials could not obtain an exact measurement of participants.
Would that be like dino drag?
I was thinking, what do they identify as?
Dinosaurs.
Carrie,
it's cosplay.
Right. It's cosplay.
It's cosplay. The cosplay reference. Look back a few episodes, guys.
Carrie Luagen.
I know it's cosplay.
Okay. Well, I see words and I pronounce them.
COS, cos.
Because it's costume.
Anyways, go on.
All right.
I won't interrupt you again.
Right. Carrie Luagen, marketing manager for Travel Drumheller, said a Guinness World Records adjudicator was present during the attempt. But
did he ask the Tyrannosaurus Rex to whip out their baguettes?
God, I hope not. He recorded...
You do know why the Tyrannosaurus Rex. This is great. You do know why the Tyrannosaurus Rex were so angry?
Because they had small arms and couldn't reach their baguette.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's a big one there, folks. Wait. We got even more there. Okay, I'll zip it.
The adjudicator recorded 3,000 people through numbered bracelets or wristbands, which far exceeded what they had originally thought. So there was so many of them, they couldn't count them. And she said photos and videos from the attempt indicate there may have been close to double that number of people, but an accurate count could not be obtained due to officials being unprepared for such a massive turnout.
Yeah, way to go, Canada. Blame Canada.
We weren't entirely prepared for that many people to come, Lewigen said. Guinness said that there were people that they had witnessed leaving the area after they had been wristbanded, so they weren't following what the volunteers had told them by staying in the space. Bad cosplayers.
Bad dinosaurs. You're going to be gasoline one day.
They had to be all together in the area for 1 solid minute.
1 minute.
Couldn't make it happen, not with this equipment.
What were you looking?
And
I think I need to take the soundboard away from you this episode. I should have put it on the other.
You put it right here. So we have an update on the gathering of the Kyle.
Yeah, so we love updates. We love stories that follow on and that we have some more going with it. Here comes an update on the Kyles.
So the gathering of Kyles makes one last push for the Guinness World Record. Did they bribe their adjudicator with a baguette and some avocados?
Oh well, yeah. Or how about avocado on the baguette?
I'll take spaghetti.
Well, they have avocado toast was a big thing a few years ago.
Oh yeah.
So maybe the avocado baguette. Oh, tasty.
The city of Kyle, Texas is making a last-minute push for people named Kyle to attend its second annual gathering of the Kyles to break a Guinness World Record.
The second annual.
The first annual gathering of the Kyles, I'm adding the word "the" just because it sounds better, part of the annual Kyle Fair attracted 1,490 people bearing the same first name in 2023, but fell short of the Guinness World Record for the largest same-name gathering. The record was set in Bosnia and Herzegovina in 2017 by 2,325 people named Ivan. Hey.
Think of the Russian dolls.
Oh, yeah. The second gathering of the Kyles takes place at 1 p.m. Saturday at Lake Kyle Park. Go figure. And the organizers are hoping that enough people with the first name Kyle, exact spelling is required, Kyle. So all you people who like to name your kids something and spell it weird don't need to show up to help break the record. It has to be Kyle.
I went to my boys' graduation and end of year thing yesterday, and I got to tell you, some kids have some strange names these days.
Yeah.
I did see some of the names from our top names for 24 on there though.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what those are, but
some of them, like Ezra.
Watch episode 1.
Yeah, watch episode 1, folks. You'll get to see the top names. 23. I mean, you get to see the top names of 2023.
Yeah, when I go into places and I make a delivery and I ask somebody for their name,
yeah,
and they just blurt something out, and I'm like,
I always liked it when I was in managing and I would have to call people for interviews. Some of the names on there, I'd be like,
please let their last name be Smith. Hello, Mr. Smith.
Yes, exactly. Everybody here knows how much I love Legos, and this story caught my attention when I saw it because of the fact that it is a world record that has to do with Legos. And if anybody out there watching wants to buy me the Lego Millennium Falcon, the one that we're talking about here, please do, and I will attempt to break that world record.
Leave your name and number in the comments, and we will contact you.
Or we can be emailed. We can be emailed at thetalkinggroose@thegroose.com. So anyways, let's go on with this story here.
Bye, Greg is Legos. Let him shut up. A Canadian.
Father's Day's coming up.
There you go.
You know, you could, because you could give me a gift, because I mean, we were there when our children were born.
No, that's true. I still remember the night Richie was born. A Canadian man combined his love of Lego and Star Wars by building the 7,541-piece Millennium Falcon in a, boy, I can't talk today, in a record-breaking time of 7 hours.
That's why the show is called The Talking Goose, not The Talking Rich.
And yet I read the stories.
Yeah, I know, but you're not talking.
Another Ivan.
How many pieces are in that set?
7,541.
Okay.
And it was put together in a record-breaking time of 7 hours, 36 minutes, and 37 seconds. That's about I don't know. I guess I'd have to get the ratio together of minutes, but...
That is a lot.
Yeah, that's quickly. Ivan Yu of Markham, Ontario, earned the Guinness World Record for the fastest time to build the Lego Star Wars model 75192 Millennium Falcon. The actual building process was really fun, and I think the Lego designers did a fantastic job of making this build an enjoyable process, he told the Guinness World Records. I'm sure it was an adjudicator that he talked to.
Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this here. Let's go ahead and cut to the little video on it, and
I think the Lego designers did a fantastic job of making this giant build an enjoyable process. I really enjoyed Lego to begin with, so once I started this build, I kind of locked in and I was in the zone, and before I knew it, the 7.5 hours was over.
Okay, that was sort of neat. But, you know, watching that video, I don't know if the package comes this way, but he had those boxes that everything was organized. And I'm wondering if that is part of how he did it so fast. Because I know when I get big Lego sets, I get bags.
Yeah, they all
come in bags, and they all have numbers on the bags, and each, like, bag number 1.
Right.
And then it has the steps for bag number 1. Then it has bag number 2.
They probably let him take it out of the bag and put it in the thing.
Because I know when I open those things up, I'm like, oh my God.
Kid on Christmas morning.
Yeah, exactly. I'm happier than a pig in shit. Anyways, go on.
So, Mr. Yu really enjoyed Legos to begin with. So once he started to build this, he kind of locked in and was in the zone. And before he knew it, the 7.5 hours was over.
So the biggest Lego set I've ever built is Boba Fett's Slave 1. It was some 4,000 pieces or something.
I've always just kind of ad-libbed my Lego building.
No, I like the organization. I hate having to think.
Yeah, I used to buy...
My brain is on all the time.
Oh, I know. Darn OCD. All right, we have got our favorite world record breaker.
So I as I'm looking around for stories this week, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, wow, hey, we talked last time about David Rush always at least has one. But this week, this episode, or this 2 weeks between the episodes, David Rush outdid himself.
He did 3.
He got 3 in. And these are very, they're stupid.
Who thinks of this stuff?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I mean,
let's just invent a new thing. Okay, yeah, we did this. We got the world record. Adjudicators, get over here.
Well, you know, when I was a kid, remember how you would go to, you had those, like the Scholastic book magazine little advertisements. I would always get the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yep, that was a big thing.
That was a big thing, and it was these what do you call it? It was always
I don't know. I just always remember the world's tallest man and
stuff like that. It was like anomalies
on the motorcycle.
Yeah, it was
twins.
Anomalies. Yeah. But you know, now we're hearing things about Go on with David Rush.
Idaho man dresses in shirts from T-shirt cannon to break world record.
All right, there he is. There's a little 3-picture thing of his world records. So the top left picture is him catching his T-shirts.
So this one says May 7th, which, happy birthday, Jessica, on that day. An Idaho man added an unusual Guinness World Records title to his tally by catching and donning 5 T-shirts launched from a T-shirt cannon in 46.09 seconds. David Rush, our favorite world record breaker, who has broken more than 250 of them, has said he nearly attempted the title on a couple of occasions in the past, but never made an official try due to scheduling and equipment problems. Those darn torpedo shirt launchers.
I love watching those things at the ball game when they get up
yeah.
on like the dugout. They'll stand on the dugout and they'll shoot
Especially
them
when
off.
they can put them up in the second.
Oh
deck
yeah, or
something.
the
That's
third
awesome.
deck sometimes. I mean, it's the upper deck, I guess it would be.
Right. Rush's friend Jake Smith operated the T-shirt cannon and fired off shirts for Rush to catch and quickly put on. The duo ended up with a record-breaking time of 46.09 seconds. The title marks the 167th concurrently held record for Rush, who is aiming to overtake the world's top record breaker, Silvio Saba, who currently holds 180 of them.
So Silvio, I looked him up. He's from Italy, with a name like Silvio.
It's got to be good.
Yeah,
That's Smuckers.
I'm still rooting for Rush.
Yeah.
I'm still rooting for Rush because
Anybody named Rush is cool.
well, okay. Some people might disagree with you on that.
Don't care.
Okay, well, but I'm rooting for Rush just because of the fact that he seems. I mean, he's driven and he's breaking all these goofy world records. So the next one that he did.
Man inserts 243 can't even say it. Thumbtacks into a cork board in 1 minute.
Okay, so here it is on the lower left-hand side. Once again, I never would have thought that was a world record, but it is. So here we go.
All I can imagine is like the 80s videos where they're doing something really fast and they're playing music, like
oh yeah,
the collage.
The little music montage or whatever
exactly.
it is.
I could see him doing that with the serial record breaker.
Is John Machida narrating this?
I don't know. Who's John Machida? In a world where that guy?
John Machida held the world record in the 80s for the fastest talker.
Oh, that guy, the Micro Machines
yes.
dude? Okay. I didn't know what his name was. Serial record breaker David Rush recaptured one of his lost.
And you
Guinness
said
World
you
Records.
got the world record book in school.
I don't remember his
You never
name.
read them.
I don't know the tall guy's name. Or the fat guy's names.
Go.
Either.
Keep going.
Damn interrupter. Rush, who held the record twice previously, wow, had aimed to break the record of 191 tacks in 1 minute, which was set by fellow serial record breaker Andre Ortloff. Where would Andre be from?
I don't know. I didn't look him up.
Ortloff, France?
No, I'd say
Russia?
more like one of the Nordic countries.
Swedish. The latest attempt saw Rush insert more than four days per second. I think that's a typo. Ending with a total of 243 thumbtacks on the board. The record marked his 168th concurrently held Guinness World Record, bringing him closer again to overtaking Silvio Saba.
All right. Well, he's
Italy.
getting there. He's getting there. He's getting closer. So he goes even further.
Last but not least.
Okay. So go ahead and start telling. Here he is on the right, the big picture on the right. He's breaking pencils.
I did enough of that as a kid.
I was going to say, yeah, when you're in school, that's like the thing. I mean, I want to break pencils.
Stick them in my JanSport backpack and snap. Serial Guinness World Record breaker David Rush recaptured another one of his former titles by snapping 110 pencils in 1 minute. His goal is to hold the most concurrent Guinness World Records, as we know. And Mr. Rush, if you're out there, give us a call.
Yeah, once again,
We'd love to interview
you can email us at thetalkinggroose@thegroose.com. Send us an email, Mr. Rush. We would love to have you on the show.
Yeah, it'd be a fun interview. Break a record while we're talking to you.
We don't want him balancing a lawnmower on his chin.
Yeah, none of that, please. Nothing include fire or a
Lawnmower. Sharp objects.
Sharp objects. Yeah.
Don't run with scissors.
His goal is to hold this world record that he originally held back in 2019 when he broke 98 pencils in 1 minute.
Were they Ticonderoga?
Fort Ticonderoga?
Yes.
Number 2?
Yes, were they? That type of pencil.
With the erasers that you could bite off and spit out?
No, I never did that.
I know a lot of kids that did. The record was broken multiple times in the ensuing years, and Rush nearly captured it with an 111 pencil attempt, but it was disqualified due to an issue with his stopwatch operator. This dude has more, malfunctions with equipment than...
At least it's equipment, and it's not dinosaurs roaming around in a Canadian city.
True. At least he didn't squash all the avocados. Huh?
Yeah, that too, I mean.
Rush tried again a week later, this time snapping 110, enough to tie the record set by Ronald Sarchian in 2022. Ronald, sorry for butchering your name. He is now co-holder of the title.
It's par for the course with you.
How would you say that?
I don't know. Once again, this is why you read this story. You say, I don't.
That brings his concurrent titles to 169 and gets him even closer to our good friend that we've never shown, Silvio Saba, and his goal of his record right now of 181.
You know, I like I said last time, when he gets to 181, we're going to start seeing things about Silvio.
Oh yeah.
And my question is, will David Rush actually stop, or is he going to try to put such a gap on Silvio? It's going to take a while to catch up.
I know. What's he going to do? Be thumbing through the book. Okay, haven't tried this one yet.
Well, that's what I would. That's why I would like to interview him to find out what his thought process is on breaking these records.
Right. Where does he come up with this?
Do you, like you said, does he get up you open up the Guinness Book of World Records, or well, now you get online, but back in the day, you would open it up, and does he sit there and draw a line through and highlight the ones he thinks he can break and line through?
It used to be oddities, but yeah, stuff like that. Now you could be like, I could do that. Yeah, I could do that too. I ain't gonna try that.
So if we make a world record, what I'm thinking we need to do is we need to put it like right here.
Oh hell yeah!
Like right in place of the logo. And it will just be the Guinness record. We'll just hang it up in place of the logo up here.
Yeah, and if it's me with 100 matchsticks up my nose, that'll be even more funny.
Yeah, it would definitely. There's a lot of Kleenex because it's going to be bleeding.
Yeah.
Anyways, folks, with that, the music is coming on. We have audibly assaulted you enough this week. Remember, click the bell to get updates, subscribe, leave comments, do everything. And I don't know about you, co-host, but I think it's time that we put this baby to bed.
Yeah. Wrap it up. Take it out.
Wrap it up. Get it out. All right, everybody. With that being said, we'll see you in 2 weeks. You guys all be safe now. Here.